Hello everyone, and welcome to Lotus. Today, we have some very interesting plans. So, last episode, we went and raided this giant temple and found this incredible artifact right here. And I want to research that more and see if there's anything around here to help out, especially up in that library maybe. But, as you can see, I think I kind of want to live here, because now that we've gone through the area that has all the traps, it's kind of just an empty temple. And I do really like how this looks. So, I put a little sleeping bag down on the boulder right here, some candles, and I got my ender chest. There's also this huge space right here, which I'll probably use for storage. And then there was furnaces and stuff down here, which was left from, I'm guessing, the construction. Same with this library, and then up here, which looks like a mapping area. Speaking of library, what is this? The Temple of the Chespians. Day 1. The temple
Construction's going well. We've started the building process and are hoping to get it done before the winter season. We must make sure we can protect our gift of infinite life. Day 7. A week has passed and we get closer every day. The inner temple has been made and the idol's safe in there. Traps are set tomorrow, so tonight is our final chance to say goodbye to it. I hope to see it again. Day 14. It's been 2 weeks and we're almost done. There's just one more thing to go. It confuses me though. It's a floating orb. I didn't know it had anything to do with our history. I'm sure it's just a design feature. Day 21. It's finally done. It looks beautiful. Truly a worthy place for the manifestation of eternal life. I also asked about the orb. It apparently has a power that could be devastating if used the wrong way. Luckily ours is just a statue. Day 28. I'm going insane thinking about the orb. I want to research it more. The power could be worth the risk. I want to set out and look for it. I'm heading out tomorrow at dusk. I'm going where the statue guides me. Day 29. This is now only for my family. I love you all so much. Please don't look for me. Understand my decision. The rumored power of the artifact could change the course of history.
Goodbye. What? What did I just read? Is this the manifestation of eternal life? Did I just steal their treasure? So I guess with this thing I have infinite life. That's something. And the orb. So that's the orb they're talking about. That orb has devastating power? That is really weird. The book never said what power though. Maybe I need to start researching that. We can worry about that orb and stuff later, but right now, we need to go and be productive. You see, in between episodes, I have been productive. I went and terraformed this whole thing right here. I had to split the water a little bit, but that's okay. But this is actually where our nether portal is going to go. So the plan is that we're going to have a big old nether portal right here, and then we'll have a pathway going from that all the way back to that temple, making this our official home. So there's only one more thing to do, and that is to get into our time lapse. So let's do it. And just like that, we are done with the build. I think it looks absolutely incredible. I really love it. It feels very grand and very nice. And I think that it's definitely worthy of being placed next to this. So, now that we have this built, there's only one last thing to do, and that is to light it. And look at that. It looks so cool with it lit. I really love that. Just all the purples and stuff with that are just amazing. So, let's go through and hope that this is linked up correctly. And yes, it is. Everything seems like it's all linked up right. Yes, which means we now have an official way to our base. And this is huge, literally. Anyway, now that we have the portal made, we actually need to go back to Color Country and kind of start moving some things out. So let's go. So some of the things that we actually need to clear out aren't really the items yet. I can do that by myself in between episodes. The first thing that we actually need to do is move the shop. We don't have a shopping district this season. There is a Sky Mall, and I'm not actually going to do that. I think the Sky Mall's cool, and I respect the Sky Mall. But personally, I like building my own shops, and I don't really want to set up a stall there. So what we're going to do actually is do a very smart move. As you can see, there are a lot of people set up in the Nether, and I am actually going to take advantage of this by building my shop in the Nether on the roof somewhere. And for those of you that don't know or don't remember, this is our shop. And it's been producing, and I do like it. Like, the beacons have been crazy. This is actually the second time that we've had to restock it. As you can see, I'm good on diamonds for a bit. Once again, I'm not the richest, but I'm rich enough, and I'm fine with that number. But anyway, we need to actually take this shop down and move it to the nether. So, we're going back in here to get some materials. So there are some things that we need to make sure that we do on this. We need to make sure that it is lit up, but I want to make it look really, really nice. I'm going to gather some basic materials together, and then we can get going. So I went and gathered all the materials that we'd need, and then I actually started building. And I went for a nice design to kind of make it look like the overworld was kind of merging with the nether. So we have a nice little island and then some warped wood with some carpet to make it look like it is like water. I ended up going and making 2 carts, one for me and one for Rad, because Rad is my business partner and we decided that we would go and merge our shops. After that, I went and made sure that everything was spawn proofed, and then it was time to move Boogity Boo and sadly tear down the old shop. Alright, it's time for the shop to be torn down. This is so sad. I remember building this, yelling at Boogity Boo. Here we go. I'm really gonna miss this shop. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's so sad. Now that the old shop is destroyed, we now have this one, all here. And I also added some colorful beacons in the background that light up, turn on and off and stuff. And the best part about that is you can't actually see it because everything is down here because it goes through bedrock. The more you know. But yeah, we now have tridents in here, which is crazy. We don't actually have it super stocked, but we have one of each for now. We then have Take a Totem, which actually is replacing the bargain bin. We have our beacon boxes, and we have our normal beacons. Got our cobbled deep slate and our calcite. So that is all the stuff on my side, and then Rad will be moving her stock over here, and I believe that is like honey, shulker boxes, and stuff like that. So another really good thing to bring people over here. So that's really cool. But now that we're done looking at that, we have some business to do. As you can see right here, I have this whole area cleared off right here, and this is actually where I'm going to be building. You're probably wondering, what am I going to be building? Well, I'm going to be building one of my favorite real-life rides that if you know this channel, you'll probably be able to guess it pretty easy. I'll give you a quick hint before I start building. True Seaman fans would know. I've already made a video about this ride in the past. So I'm going to terraform this area off camera and then I will check back in. And we now have an area cleared out perfect with all the materials as well for our Halloween build. And if you have not figured out what we're going to be building, here's a hint. This is my skin for Halloween. And so if you still don't know, maybe this time lapse will help you. There's no turning back now. And just like that, we are done. It looks incredible, and I absolutely love this design for the Haunted Mansion. Now yes, this is actually going to be the start of our Halloween project. You see, my favorite ride, if you couldn't already tell, is the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. Not the Disney World one. Disney World one we don't talk about. But the Disneyland one has the superior design. And so, I built it right here. And in the next episode, we are actually going to go in there and make a working version of the ride, hopefully. We're going to try. But we're going to give it a Lotus twist. Because this is the Lotus SMP. And you know, I think it'd be really funny with a Lotus twist. But yeah, this is going to be an incredibly fun project. And I'm so happy that I get to do this. And I'm happy that I found some ways to do some really cool effects already. So until the next episode where we can finally go in here and build all the things that we want to build, I will see you all next time. See ya!